How's it going, everyone? Welcome to episode 4 of Mail Hobby Talk. And we're going to jump right in today with a topic that's been going around social media for a good couple days now, maybe even a week, I'm not sure. But it's this card porn post of Ken Goldin and Carmelo Anthony's wife pulling a Marvel 101 PMG. So you've probably already seen this. If you haven't, we'll check it out real quick here. Just like the first part of it.
Oh!
What? Really? Careful, careful.
Oh my God! How? No! Way!
What?
No! Way!
What did we
no!
get?
Come on, Kevin Cam. No! What?
Oh my God! I told you.
Okay, so anyway, I am offline, so we'll just talk about this. I go offline so that I don't have like message notifications pop up or whatever, but interestingly enough, most of the comments on that video are people saying that this is rigged. I don't really know that, but if you watch the video, if you even rewind a little bit here, go back and see where they start the clip. It's just her shuffling some cards, right? We don't see the actual pack get ripped open. Now, I don't know if this is part of a live stream, something like that, right? But here's how you could clear the air real quick. Goldin, right? Well, nobody from Goldin's going to watch this anyway. But anyway, this is how you could clear the air real quick on this. Show her ripping the pack open, right? Pulling the card out. Then we know for a fact that this is not rigged, right? I don't really have an opinion on if it's rigged or not. I know a lot of people have been throwing that around. But who knows, right? That's how you can clear the air real quick on this. I think the bigger concern here is this healthy for the hobby? Do we need celebrities getting involved in the hobby? We had the same thing happen with Goldin with like Drake when they broke the 1986-87 Fleer box, made a big deal about it. We pulled a bunch of Jordans, even though you're guaranteed to pull those. Great, right? I don't know if Drake stuck around. I don't think he did. I haven't heard anything else about him collecting cards. And it's like, that's the question I think we should be asking ourselves. Like, okay, if Lala, I think that's her name, right, or her Instagram handle or whatever, if she's legitimately in it because her son's in it, she's excited about it, she reached out to Goldin, she wanted to get a box for her son, that's great. I like that. If Drake was legitimately interested in sport cards, cool. But I don't know. I have a feeling that these companies are going out and trying to seek out celebrities to do this. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's kind of the bigger issue is do we still need that happening? Do we need big names to promote big auctions, to promote like massive increase in prices for these products to justify them? Is that really the end goal, or is it truly legitimately they want to get into the space collecting with their kids? If that's the case, I'm all for it. Who knows? A couple of videos to check out on this. IH Sports, he did a video about it too. He tries to remain objective too, not saying that this is rigged, but hey, let's talk about it. And that's great. I think we should talk about it. Put out a video proving everybody was wrong. The pack got open. It was open live. Here's the proof. It shuts everybody up, right? But I think it's worth discussing. So we also got another one here, which has also been an interesting topic. And you've had a couple guys like throwing around accusations that card porn was bought, or I guess maybe not accusations, but more, pointing out that potentially card porn has been bought and that there's at least people behind the scenes dictating what they do post. Maybe it's Ken Goldin, maybe it's others, influencers, whatever. This is an interesting one that Dan the Cardman did on that. I think it's worth checking out. So his whole thing is card porn now, just the tone of his post and his stories, and getting upset with people that are saying that he's being influenced by other people to post certain things or not post certain things. that tone has changed a little bit. We're back in like 2021, 2020, he wouldn't have cared. They wouldn't have given those people the time of day. But now he's actually calling out like smaller channels like Dan the Cardman and AH Sports, saying how they're completely wrong and it's not owned by, you know, anybody else. And hey, maybe that's the truth, right? Why don't we just get like some closure on it though? Why don't we actually find out who actually owns it, who's associated with it, why all this mystery? You know, that's my whole thing. And maybe it's because like that video I just showed you, if you go back and look at the comments, I couldn't pull them up here because I'm offline, but a lot of people are saying, hey, do we need this stuff anymore? Do we have to see this? Can we just get back to maybe just collecting content? You know, but hey, clear the air. You know, that's all I think that we want from influencers or higher ups in the hobby, is just if something is pointed out, which I think it should be, I don't think we should just pretend like none of this stuff happens, but it should just be cleared up. Just have somebody clear it up. Check this out, guys. This is an update from that Nat Turner submission, where it had the little piece that was on the card that people thought was like a ripped portion of the card. Well, it turns out it was just like a piece of the coating that had not been taken off, apparently. So the fact that two grading companies missed this is still strange to me. But anyway, maybe they just thought, oh, it's part of the coating. We're just, you know, we're going to grade it despite that. We're not going to modify the card. That's what it ended up being. Nat posted this. Nat cleared the air. And Nat, you know, basically said, hey, this isn't what people were thinking was a ripped piece, was actually just a piece of coating that, or peel or whatever, that ended up staying there from the manufacturing process. Awesome. That's what we need. We just need people to take this stuff seriously, clear the air, clear their name, just be open about it. That's a lot of what we're missing in the hobby, in my opinion, is openness, especially these larger entities within the hobby. They just want to pretend like this stuff doesn't exist. Just clear the air. Just be open with, you know, the people that are involved, that are giving you money. That's really my big suggestion here. I think that would go a long way to calm all this stuff down. You don't have to call out every little thing, you know, or respond to every little thing that people call out. Some of this stuff is petty. Some of it shouldn't be addressed, right? But the bigger issues that trend, that are bringing down your name, just call them out, you know. Get in there and make it right. Just explain the situation and we can move forward. You know, I think we've had so much market manipulation, scams happening in the past 2 years. People want to jump on this stuff, and it's not necessarily good or bad that they do. I think there's right and wrong ways to do it, but let's get the companies to just come out in the open about it, guys. That's all I'm saying. All right, moving on to things that happen in the junk slab era. We've got shadow cards. These are still a thing because this is a recent auction, or actually an ongoing auction. So what's a shadow card? It's where you had Kobe Bryant, but you had LeBron James guarding him. So either, you know, it features two players, two usually well-known players, and they call these shadow cards. And this is like the quintessential shadow card, in my opinion, that got super hyped and manipulated during the whole junk slab or COVID era, right? I don't know, just kind of funny to me. There's a couple auctions where you have, a Charles Sprewell card with Kobe Bryant shadow, or you know, the Tim Duncan with Kobe Bryant shadow. Cool. I get that these are cool cards, but I think the manipulation that was happening to him, and this like the price increases on these, and basically a lot of people trying to make this a big thing and sell their cards off for huge amounts of money, was definitely a sign of the junk era. But yeah, that's what I got for you this week for things that happen in the junk slab era. All right, moving on to mail. Got some cool stuff today. So I saw these show up for sale as these 85 star. Now, it was not just Nuggets, but the guy probably who had listed this had a bunch of other teams and, players that he had gotten signed in person. I just went after the Nugget stuff. I didn't win them all. unfortunately, but I won a fair share of them. So just going through Bill Hanslick, he's an announcer for Nuggets Altitude Sports nowadays. Wayne Cooper, T.R. Dunn, who started with Calvin Nat, Dan Shays, and Elston Turner. Some of those guys I know, some of them I don't. Would be cool to get this whole like 85-star set in person signed. This is going on a binder. If you haven't checked out my other videos, I'm putting a Nuggets IP Autos binder together, so that'll work well for that binder. Another really awesome one, I was able to make a deal with a guy here on Instagram. I'm forgetting your handle, and I apologize, for this Gary Harris 101 from 2020-2021 Prism. It's a pretty sweet card there. And last up, this is a box of Garbage Pail Kids Chrome. Series 4. Those of you who watched, it was either my last video or episode 2, I picked up the base set. But this is actually the refractor set, so I didn't think I'd get this right away. I thought I'd have to wait a little while, but I think it's a bit flooded right now with these. So I bought this whole refractor set for $70. I think 80 shipped with the box, and he threw in, I don't know, like a hobby box, not a unopened hobby box, but just like a hobby box, right? So anyway, pretty cool. So that's going to be going in my binder. So I've got base and refractor set from Chrome Series 4. Pretty excited about that. That's going to do it for this week, guys. I once again appreciate you watching these. Please do share if you like these videos, and we'll see you on the next one.